Hey y'all, welcome in. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do machinimas. I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. I'm not a pro at doing machinimas, but I do try my best. I know the basics for the most part. So the first thing I want to talk about is poses. You don't need poses, but I specifically use poses. I use 𝓭𝓮𝓼𝓬𝓻. If you aren't 18 or above, you could use Wonderful Whims, or you could just use the regular pose player mod. I think it's easiest using 𝓭𝓮𝓼𝓬𝓻, so I use that. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that first because poses help me so much with machinimas. So the very first thing that I want to tell you guys is I suggest lowering your camera settings. I honestly didn't have to close out of my game. I don't know why I did that, but so what this next step is going to do is show you how to slow down the camera. You're gonna want to right click on the Sims 4 on your desktop, and then you're going to open file location, and once that file location is opened, you're going to want to scroll up to the folder that says res, and then you're going to click on video camera. And from there, it's going to take you to this screen here. You're going to scroll down until you see default interpolator parameters, and where it says the time, you're going to want to change this to 20. Now, by default, it is set to 2. Actually, for this video's sake, I'll move it up to 22 because I feel like it could be a little slower. And then from here, you're going to go up to File, and you're going to click Save. And that's all you got to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and open my game back up, and I'll be right back to show you guys how to do the camera actions. All right, so now I am loaded up into the game, and let's say that I want to, I'm first going to have my sim steady sit, because you guys know, if y'all play The Sims 4, you know your sims will do any and everything. But okay, let's say I want to start off with this angle. Oh, this is so pretty. So to start at your first point, you would click down on your keyboard, control, and I always choose the numbers 6 and 7. So the first starting point, I choose control 6, and for the end point, I choose control 7. I don't know why I do that. It just works best for me, but I think you can use between the numbers 5 to 9. So for my starting point, I'm going to click control and 6 at the same time. And then using my keyboard, I'm going to push down on the W key. And if you want it to speed up, you can click Shift W just so it goes a little faster. And then I want my ending point to be here, so I'm going to click Control 7. And by control, it will say CTRL, and I am clicking on the one that's located on the left side of my keyboard. Okay, that freaking sucks because I just got an exception alert, which means I have to do this all over again. So I cannot think right now, but I believe the keys to restart your points is Alt and Delete. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to push the number 1 on my keyboard and the number 7 at the same time, because I click Control 7 for my ending point, and that's where I want the camera to move. So I'm going to move this mouse in this corner, that way it's not in the video shot. I'm going to push 1, and I'm going to hold down on 7, because when you hold down onto a number, the camera moves slower. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's moving slower. I'm not holding on to the number 7 right now. Then I'm going to Alt Delete, and I'm going to start shooting my next scene. So if you didn't understand the first, pay attention to this part. I think I actually want to get the little duck. Look how cute they are. I wish they were interactive. For my starting point, I'm going to click Control 6. I'm going to move W on my keyboard to move up some, or wherever I want my endpoint to be. Control 7, and then I'm going to Shift 6 to go back to my starting point, and I'm going to push 1 and hold down on the number 7 at the same time. That way it moves in slower to the end point. Just look how cute these ducks are. This is such a vibe. All right, and that's pretty much all you do, honestly. And I completely forgot to turn the headline effects off, which is okay, guys. It's okay. But I am going to pause it before she goes into the photo booth. I'm going to alt delete my endpoint because I'm going to show you guys how I cut out certain parts of my machinima. I don't know how to make it make sense. You guys will see once we get into the editing part of all of this. I'm going to click on Control-Shift-C to bring up this little cheat menu here, and I'm going to type in headline effects off, and that's going to get rid of that big ass plumb bob that is displayed above my Sim's head, because that thing gets in the way of stuff like this. There is a mod for it, but I do not have it in my game, so I'm gonna click on tab. Oh, and that's how you get into this mode here. I'm so sorry I did not explain that. If you guys are wondering how the heck did you get in this screen here, you're gonna push tab on your keyboard. So since she is walking into the booth, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to turn ADOF on. I might use a relight. Now I'm going to record her going in, and then when she comes out, I'm going to keep the camera here. So this part, I'm going to speed it up until she comes out. Alright, so she came out, and now I am going to zoom in a little closer for this next shot. I keep wanting to go push record, and I keep forgetting I'm doing a tutorial and it's already recording. I'm going to push 1, that way it's recording her up close. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this up. I'll let you guys watch the process, but this is pretty self-explanatory the rest of the way. I feel like I'm being repetitive, and I don't want to be repetitive for you guys, so go ahead and relax and listen to the music. Yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys soon.